Do you ever wake up exhausted and unable to concentrate or muster the energy to tackle the day? You're not by yourself. Many of us fight this invisible battle, trying to find a solution to get our energy back and improve our mental clarity. What if you have the secret to becoming a more powerful, healthy, and energetic version of yourself? Stay with me as we examine a potent technique that has the potential to completely change your life. The significant influence semen retention can have on our life has always captivated me. Based on my personal experiences and the findings of other experts and authors, I've concluded that this practice fosters the circumstances for a longer and better life. It makes sense to prioritize retaining semen in our bodies rather than releasing it when we take into account the biological idea that reproductive activity speeds up the aging process. Retaining semen involves more than just refraining. It also entails using the essential nutrients and energy that semen contains. Our general well-being is greatly enhanced by this energy. By protecting it, we give our bodies permission to use these resources for vitality and restoration. I've seen that I feel more robust, focused, and energized when I practice semen retention. Semen as a life force is not a novel idea. It was valued by many ancient societies who saw it as a source of longevity and power. This theory is supported by contemporary science, which emphasizes the rich makeup of semen, which contains vital nutrients and health-promoting substances. We are effectively investing in our own vitality by keeping it. When we exercise retention, it's interesting to consider how our bodies might reroute the nutrients and energy from semen to other essential processes. This rerouting can improve mental clarity, emotional stability, and physical wellness. I credit this exercise with helping me personally experience increased levels of creativity and motivation. Gaining knowledge about the relationship between aging and semen retention is beneficial. Moderating reproductive activity by retention may help slow down the aging process if it can speed it up. This does not imply complete abstinence, but rather striking a balance that keeps us healthy. This balance, in my experience, results in a more contented and vibrant existence. Furthermore, our hormonal balance may be impacted by semen retention. Maintaining elevated levels of specific hormones can lead to better mood regulation, more muscular mass, and enhanced general health. Since starting this practice, I feel more in balance and in harmony with my body. The psychological advantages should also be taken into account. Self-control and confidence can rise as a result of semen retention. Controlling our urges helps us become more disciplined, which affects other aspects of our lives. I've observed that this discipline has improved my ability to accomplish objectives and get beyond obstacles. Additionally, semen retention has a spiritual component. It is seen in many traditions as a way to reach higher states of being and raise consciousness. My meditation experiences and sense of inner calm have improved as a result of this practice. My life is being enriched by this voyage of self-discovery. Looking more closely at the scientific details, semen is packed with nutrients and substances that are essential to our bodies. Elements such as zinc, selenium, and other amino acids are essential for many body processes. For example, the generation of hormones and immunological function depend on zinc. We may preserve these important nutrients and enhance our health and vitality by holding onto our semen. Frequent ejaculation has been shown to deplete certain nutrients, which could eventually result in shortages. We enable our bodies to maintain optimal levels of these vital chemicals by limiting sexual activity. Personally, I've observed increases in my energy levels and general well-being, which I attribute to this practice. Additionally, semen retention can have a good effect on our mental health. An increasing amount of research indicates that this practice may lessen the symptoms of despair and anxiety. We may improve neurotransmitter balance and improve mood management by preserving our sexual energy. In both my personal and professional life, I've benefited much from feeling more at ease and having more mental clarity. Additionally, the self-control needed to retain semen strengthens the mind. It strengthens our willpower by teaching us to restrain our urges and desires. Other domains like professional growth, fitness objectives, and interpersonal connections can benefit from this mental toughness. I discover that having more self-control makes it easier and more confident for me to face life's obstacles. Another important factor is the effect on relationships. By concentrating on emotional closeness rather than just physical satisfaction, semen retention techniques may help us build stronger bonds with our relationships. More satisfying and significant relationships may result from this change. In my own experience, this method improves the caliber of my relationships by fostering respect and understanding between people. Semen retention is frequently associated with spiritual practices that seek to access higher realms of awareness and raise consciousness. According to many traditions, sexual energy is a powerful force that can result in spiritual enlightenment if it is used effectively. These effects can be amplified by combining semen retention with awareness exercises like yoga, meditation, or other mindfulness exercises. I've discovered that this combination has greatly enhanced my spiritual journey by providing experiences and insights that I might not have otherwise had. Recognizing that semen retention is a personal decision and might not be appropriate for everyone is crucial. Nonetheless, being aware of its possible advantages enables us to make wise choices regarding our health and welfare. By examining this activity with an open mind, we can learn more about our abilities and identities. Semen retention implementation calls for awareness and occasionally direction. This practice can be supported by methods like breathing exercises, meditation, and physical activity. It all comes down to striking a balance that suits our unique requirements and objectives. Incorporating these strategies has, for me, made the process rewarding and manageable. Semen retention can be viewed as a component of a comprehensive approach to health when we take into account the wider ramifications. It supports other healthful practices like eating right, exercising frequently, and getting enough sleep. We may make decisions that benefit every area of our lives if we see our well-being as interconnected. I now feel more fulfilled and in harmony because to this integrative viewpoint. Semen retention provides a means of recovering our energy and concentration in the face of stress and overstimulation, which are prevalent in modern life. It motivates us to take more deliberate action and put our long-term welfare ahead of short-term satisfaction. This mental adjustment may result in long-lasting improvements. I've observed that this intentionality permeates other routines, resulting in more efficient and significant time management. Semen retention might also improve athletic performance. Those who participate in strenuous physical activity, such as athletes, may discover that preserving this energy improves their strength and endurance. In order to maximize performance, certain sports traditions recommend abstinence periods before tournaments. It's worthwhile to investigate how this practice might support physical pursuits, even though individual experiences may differ. Interacting with a group of people who share your interests can also be helpful. Support and inspiration are provided by exchanging insights, struggles, and experiences. Groups and platforms devoted to this activity are useful tools. Making connections with other people has improved my comprehension and given me support as I've gone. Practices like semen retention provide instruments to improve our path through life's complexity. Adopting this strategy allows us to access a wealth of potential and energy that has the capacity to change our life. It is an appealing practice to think about because of the cumulative advantages it offers for mental clarity, emotional stability, physical health, and spiritual development. For me, researching semen retention has been life-changing, and I think many others might gain from it as well. It's a comprehensive strategy for fostering vitality and purpose that goes beyond simple physical conservation. It might be useful for everyone who is interested in this practice to learn more about it and think about how it could improve their own life. I've been more aware of the remarkable intricacy and significance of this essential fluid after learning about the makeup of semen. Timon's 1956 work, which explores the several components that make up semen, is one of the most thorough on the topic. Of these, choline is a particularly important chemical molecule that, like the B-complex vitamins, is important for brain function. Choline is essential for human health according to numerous studies. Choline is necessary for all cells to operate normally, according to a 2013 study. The United States National Academy of Sciences recognized choline as a necessary nutrient for humans in 1988 and suggested daily consumption levels. The significance of choline in male physiology is shown by the fact that males need more of it than postmenopausal women. Choline availability is essential for healthy brain development, indicating that choline-rich foods are essential, particularly during pregnancy. The fact that one of the most abundant natural sources of free choline and water-soluble chemicals is mammalian seminal plasma intrigues me. According to chemical tests, semen contains a lot of choline, which is found in all of the body's cells. The high choline content of semen, which is caused by the seminal plasma rather than the sperm cells themselves, makes it stand out when compared to other body tissues and fluids. 514 milligrams of total choline were found in the seminal fluid, 325 milligrams in the brain, 260 milligrams in the liver, 232 milligrams in the pancreas, 152 milligrams in the stomach, 74 milligrams in the uterus, 23 milligrams in fat, and 22 milligrams in blood, according to a study of 120 samples. Other species have this composition, such as humans, where levels of over 2,000 milligrams per 100 milliliters of semen have been recorded. Choline's overall significance in lipid metabolism was recognized as early as 1932. It was shown that dietary choline supplementation could stop fatty livers from developing in rats fed inadequate diets. Choline was acknowledged as a player in transmethylation processes by 1939, after it was found to be a substantial dietary source of methyl groups for living animals. The secret to comprehending the various symptoms linked to choline insufficiency probably lies in these three basic processes. The reproductive manifestations of choline insufficiency stand out among the other manifestations. Choline is recognized to be necessary for hens to produce eggs and for rats to have healthy lactation and nutrition. Additionally, there is evidence from humans that liver issues are caused by choline insufficiency. Reduced plasma choline concentrations and liver dysfunction resembling that seen in choline-deficient animals are seen in healthy people eating choline-deficient diets and those receiving parenteral feeding. Choline deprivation causes fatty liver in experimental animals because very low-density lipoprotein secretion requires phosphatidylcholine production. The spontaneous development of hepatocarcinoma in rats lacking choline may be explained by this buildup of lipids in the liver. Before we go any farther, though, I have some unexpected news. I'm Lecithin, and the Semen Retention Success Path is the ultimate manual you've been looking for if you're prepared to change your life and boost your vitality to previously unthinkable heights. I've researched the 6 main themes of semen retention and put them together in an audiobook that contains insightful knowledge for your own growth. Get ready for an unconventional voyage of self-discovery and personal development. Imagine regaining your vitality, discovering a vast amount of vital energy, and developing yourself in a significant and long-lasting way. This audiobook is a master key that unlocks doors to a new degree of success and accomplishment, not merely a source of knowledge. There's more. Purchasing the audiobook also entitles you to a 30% discount on my exclusive ebook, The Art of Semen Retention for Men, which is over 20 pages long and full of effective strategies for your spiritual growth, personal development, emotional equilibrium, self-awareness, spiritual connection, and life's purpose. This is your chance to harness the power that lies within you. I assist people in realizing their own potential. In addition, I'm thrilled to share that the channel's new Members tab has launched. It's a chance to become a great supporter and receive exclusive privileges along with some YouTube advantages. I will be much more motivated to add fresh innovations and material to the channel with your help. Come along with us as we set out on this life-changing adventure. Although further research is needed, choline's advantages and crucial role in maintaining organs and other body processes are well known. This makes me wonder about the consequences of regularly ejaculating this stuff out. Depleting our bodies of such an essential vitamin on a regular basis seems to be detrimental to our health. After giving this some thought, I've begun to recognize the significant influence that semen retention can have on our general health. We may be able to assist vital processes like cholesterol metabolism and liver health by maintaining the choline-rich seminal fluid in our bodies. Maintaining appropriate levels becomes even more crucial when one considers that choline shortage is associated with major health problems. Furthermore, an appreciation of semen retention strategies is improved by knowing the biological relevance of choline. Retaining the nutrients that our bodies require to operate at their best is just as important as preserving energy. This viewpoint gives the practice a fresh angle and brings it into line with longevity and health concepts. I've also thought about how the modern diet, with its high intake of processed foods, may not contain enough choline. The conservation of naturally occurring choline in our systems is even more important because of this deficit. We can make better choices regarding our health habits if we are aware of our body's requirements and the part semen plays in providing essential nutrients. It's interesting to consider the ways in which contemporary science and conventional wisdom overlap in this area. Scientific study now clarifies the molecular justifications for the ancient teachings that have long stressed the value of preserving essential fluids. The importance of semen retention as a holistic health practice is reaffirmed by this synthesis of knowledge and research. It is also advantageous to include foods high in choline in our diets. Nuts, salmon, liver, and eggs are good sources. Retention techniques become even more crucial when one realizes that choline is naturally produced and stored in semen by human bodies. It draws attention to an internal supply of this vitamin that we have the option to maintain. As we learn more about the makeup of semen, it becomes evident that it is a complex material that is full of vital nutrients, rather than just being a reproductive fluid. One way that semen supports our physiological health is through its high choline content. By keeping it, we can use these nutrients to meet our body's needs, which may improve a number of processes and avoid deficits. This knowledge has inspired me to see semen retention as an important aspect of physical health, as well as a spiritual or energy exercise. It is consistent with a proactive approach to well-being, in which we consciously assist the natural processes of our bodies. We can develop behaviors that support longevity and health by incorporating this knowledge into our everyday lives. Retaining semen becomes a deliberate decision based on personal well-being and scientific knowledge. Understanding that such activities might provide observable advantages is empowering and emphasizes the need of leading a mindful life. To sum up, learning about the makeup of semen and the critical function of choline has increased my understanding of semen retention. It's a practice that promotes our bodily health as well as our spiritual and energetic well-being. By opting to keep, we respect our bodies and make an investment in our long-term well-being, adopting a comprehensive strategy for vitality and personal growth. Lecithin, a class of fatty compounds found in both plant and animal cells, is another intriguing material discovered in semen. Lecithin is thought to be crucial for the nourishment of brain nerves and is necessary for normal biological functioning. Rich in calcium, phosphorus, lecithin, cholesterol, albumin, nucleoproteins, iron, and vitamin E, semen is an alkaline albuminous fluid. Approximately 226 million sperm cells, which are high in iron and phospholipids, are expelled by a male during an average ejaculation. Important components in terms of vital energy are present in 100 milliliters of semen. Semen contains lecithin and other compounds that are strikingly comparable to those in nerve cells. As I thought about this, I started to wonder if our physical and mental health would be impacted by the loss of phosphorus and other important nutrients during sexual activity. It's interesting to consider how the nutrients in semen affect our general well-being. For example, phosphorus is necessary for many body processes, such as the development of the myelin sheath that surrounds nerve fibers and facilitates effective nerve signal transmission. Although the body can restore minerals like phosphorus and lecithin through natural processes in food, we may promote the health of our nervous system by being aware of the lifestyle choices we make. Feelings of exhaustion or diminished vigor could result from excessive depletion without sufficient recovery. According to this viewpoint, maintaining optimum health may benefit from actions that encourage the preservation of essential nutrients. Knowing that lecithin plays a significant function in semen enables us to understand why some people think that excessive loss could be a factor in low energy levels. To support our body's demands, we must make sure we eat a balanced diet full of these nutrients. Lecithin-rich foods including sunflower seeds, soybeans, and eggs can aid in reviving these vital components. Being aware of my body's dietary needs has, in my experience, improved my general well-being. Mindful activities and healthy eating can help us maintain our nervous system and general well-being. It all comes down to striking a balance that supports our vitality and meets our unique needs. This viewpoint challenges us to think about how our behavior impacts the resources in our bodies. We may improve our quality of life by taking care of our bodies and minds. The significance of holistic health practices is shown by the intriguing relationship between nutrient conservation and well-being. The intriguing substances. Spermidine and spermine are essential for the lifespan of cells. Spermidine and spermine, which are naturally occurring polyamines with 2 or more main amino groups, are extensively found in living tissues and ribosomes. They control essential cellular functions such as protein synthesis, cell division, and proliferation, making them essential for cell survival and function. Three-dimensional bodies with pointed ends can be seen when human semen is allowed to settle. Some are somewhat larger than the smallest grain of sand. The discovery of these crystalline particles in semen, which eventually became known as spermine, was reported by Antony van Leeuwenhoek in a letter to the Royal Society back in November 1677. Spermidine was also successfully isolated by researchers such as Dudley, Rosenheim, and Starling. Prostatic secretion is the main cause of the high spermine content in human semen, which ranges from 5 to 250 parts per 100 milliliters. According to a 2009 study on spermidine, giving it to yeast, flies, worms, and human immune cells extends their lifespan. Spermidine increases the expression of autophagy genes, which reduces necrotic cell death and early oxidative stress. It accomplishes this by preventing histone acetyltransferase from acting on histone H3. According to a 2017 study, spermidine not only increases longevity, but also guards against hepatocellular cancer and liver fibrosis. These findings have significant ramifications. Because spermidine and spermine encourage autophagy, a process by which cells eliminate superfluous or malfunctioning components, they help to maintain the health of cells. In order to avoid the buildup of damaged proteins and organelles, which might result in age-related illnesses, this cellular cleanup is necessary. Spermidine promotes cellular lifespan and rejuvenation by boosting autophagy. After giving this some thought, it becomes evident that semen is a rich supply of substances with numerous health advantages in addition to being a reproductive fluid. Spermidine and spermine levels highlight the possible effects of semen retention on general health. By keeping these compounds in the body, we may be able to maintain longevity and cellular health. Of particular interest is the relationship between autophagy and spermidine. Autophagy is essential for immunological response, neuroprotection, and cancer prevention. Improving this process can lower the risk of chronic diseases and enhance health outcomes. Maintaining higher amounts by procedures like semen retention may be advantageous, given that spermidine levels decrease with age. Interestingly, foods like wheat germ, soybeans, aged cheese, and mushrooms are dietary sources of spermidine. Although adding these foods to our diet can assist raise spermidine levels, the discussion of semen retention gains more context when we acknowledge that spermidine is normally produced and stored in semen by our bodies. We might be assisting our body's innate capacity to sustain ideal amounts of spermidine and spermine by holding on to our semen. Cellular health may benefit from this, possibly delaying the aging process and lowering the risk of age-related illnesses. It's a strong concept that supports all-encompassing methods of wellness and health. The long-standing interest in comprehending the constituents of semen and their impact on health is demonstrated by the historical discoveries of spermine and spermidine. Modern study that keeps revealing the intricacies of these substances is made possible by the efforts of early scientists like van Leeuwenhoek. It can be empowering to apply this information to one's own practices. It promotes a greater understanding of the body's organic functions and the materials it creates. Making decisions that promote our long-term health and vitality requires us to be aware of how we handle and preserve these resources. Furthermore, spermidine's possible anti-aging properties present intriguing opportunities. The current investigations offer a basis for thinking about how semen retention can enhance longevity and general well-being, even though further study is required to completely comprehend the mechanisms and ramifications. It's critical to tackle this subject from a fair stance. Individual experiences may differ, even if scientific data supports the advantages of spermidine and spermine. It is important to use caution when engaging in techniques such as semen retention, taking into account one's own health and situation. We learn more about the complex ways our bodies work by investigating the roles that spermidine and spermine play in cellular longevity. This knowledge emphasizes the possible influence of our decisions on our health and cultivates a closer relationship with ourselves. The process is made more complex by the connection between semen retention and the preservation of important substances like spermidine and spermine. It involves more than just refraining. It involves actively assisting our body's innate capacity to preserve health and energy. By applying this understanding to our daily lives, we can potentially reap advantages beyond our physical health. Semen retention requires attention and discipline, which can improve spiritual development, emotional stability, and mental clarity. Ultimately, our comprehension of human physiology is enhanced when we acknowledge the importance of spermidine and spermine in our bodies. It challenges us to think about the ways that traditional methods and contemporary research might work together to provide avenues for better health and longer lifespans. Because it is abundant in semen and the prostate gland, zinc is a mineral that is very important for male health. One of the prostate's most notable chemical features, initially noted by Gabriel Bertrand, is its high zinc level. The average zinc level of the human prostate gland is 68 milligrams per 100 grams of tissue, according to more recent studies by researchers like Mawson and Fisher. The concentration of this substance in semen has been reported to range from 175 to 300 milligrams per milliliter of seminal fluid. Considering these results, it is clear that zinc is essential to human health. Increased testosterone levels, which are critical for men's health, have been linked to semen retention. In 2011, a study on the effects of ejaculation found that testosterone levels rose by 35% after 7 days of semen retention, but then returned to normal after 15 days. It's crucial to understand that semen has a high concentration of zinc in addition to testosterone. The creation of immune cells and the healthy operation of the immune system depend on zinc. Men who don't have enough zinc in their body may lose their desire and have erectile dysfunction. This mineral supports a number of physiological functions, such as DNA synthesis, cell division, and hormone synthesis. We may be able to preserve zinc and other important nutrients by holding on to our semen, which would benefit our general health. Given that semen contains a high percentage of zinc, repeated ejaculation may cause this vital element to be depleted. Hormonal balance and immunological function may be affected. Maintaining ideal zinc levels in our body through semen retention practices may improve our health. It's intriguing to learn how our bodies use minerals like zinc and how our decisions affect these functions. Well-being can benefit from being aware of nutrient conservation through behaviors like semen retention. The body's requirements are further supported by making sure that an adequate amount of foods high in zinc, such as beef, oysters, and pumpkin seeds, is consumed. Important information about male health can be gained from the interaction of zinc, testosterone, and semen retention. Examining its possible advantages can help us become more conscious of our bodies and how to take care of them. It's about striking a balance and choosing wisely in accordance with individual health objectives. Zinc's significance is shown by its function in hormonal health. Bone density, muscle mass, and general vitality all depend on testosterone. We may be able to maintain healthy testosterone levels by holding on to semen and possibly preserving zinc. Better energy, mood, and physical performance could result from this. Given the larger context of these findings, additional research is required to completely comprehend the mechanisms and long-term repercussions, even if some studies indicate a connection between semen retention and elevated testosterone levels. It helps to navigate this information with a critical yet open mind. The possible advantages of semen retention are enhanced by incorporating activities that support general well-being, such as mindfulness, regular exercise, and a balanced diet. It's a comprehensive strategy that recognizes the relationship between mental, emotional, and physical wellness. Making decisions that improve quality of life is made possible by paying attention to the body's signals and requirements. The objective is to promote vitality and well-being, whether through hormonal balance, nutrition conservation, or other health practices. Examining zinc's function in male health helps us better appreciate how complex and amazing our bodies really are. The fact that semen contains not just well-known nutrients, but also other healthy elements that support our general well-being astounds me. According to a study published in 2015, citrulline, an amino acid found in semen, is converted into arginine, which in turn produces nitric oxide. This chemical improves blood flow throughout the body by improving vasodilation and erectile function. This indicates that semen offers a biological basis for enhancing sexual health and vitality in the body, in addition to being a source of nutrients. Semen contains a variety of vitamins, minerals, and proteins that support overall health in addition to citrulline. After giving this some thought, I think that semen retention is about utilizing the entire range of advantages that semen provides, not just abstaining. Knowing that substances like citrulline are present highlights how serious this practice is. It supports the notion that by retaining semen, we are safeguarding essential nutrients and health-promoting biochemicals in addition to energy. It's intriguing to think about how these elements complement one another to maintain our health. We enable our bodies to make better use of these precious compounds by holding on to our semen. For my part, I've observed an improvement in general stamina and energy levels. It seems as though the body uses these nutrients to improve mental and physical function rather than eliminating them. Since taking care of the body promotes the development of the mind and spirit, this holistic approach is consistent with the ideas of spirituality and personal growth. Another level of appreciation for this activity is added by the awareness that semen includes vital vitamins and minerals. These micronutrients are essential for many body processes, including cellular repair and immunological response. We may be enhancing our body's natural healing mechanisms and fortifying our resistance to stress and disease by opting to keep our semen. Including semen retention in my daily routine has changed my life, in my opinion. It promotes self-control and mindfulness, traits that are beneficial in all facets of life and go beyond physical wellness. The exercise acts as a reminder of how intertwined the systems of our bodies are and how crucial it is to value and respect our natural resources. Knowing the molecular diversity of semen highlights the fact that this goes beyond simple physical preservation and involves a more profound dedication to our health. Realizing that we can meaningfully impact our health by making thoughtful decisions is powerful. This knowledge encourages me to keep researching and educating people who are traveling a similar path about the advantages of semen retention. I now understand that semen retention is a habit that has many advantages for our general health and is not just about preventing frequent ejaculation. We may improve our physical, mental, and emotional well-being by preserving these vital elements in our bodies and minimizing their depletion. A fuller and better life can result from embracing semen retention, which can also boost vigor, mental clarity, and emotional balance. By preserving this essential energy, I have been able to access a greater source of power and concentration in my own path. I feel more resilient and energized physically. It seems as though my body uses the nutrients and substances it has stored to support a variety of processes, increasing my endurance and fostering general wellness. Every part of daily life is affected by this increase in vitality, which makes activities less demanding and more pleasurable. Semen retention has helped people think more clearly and sharply. I've observed that I can focus on difficult things more effectively and that my thoughts are more structured. Both personal and professional efforts have benefited greatly from this increased mental sharpness. It's amazing how preserving this energy can improve cognitive abilities, perhaps as a result of the retention of vital minerals that promote brain health. The practice cultivates emotional steadiness and equilibrium. I feel more in control of how I respond to different situations and have less mood swings. More effective and sympathetic communication is made possible by this emotional balance, which improves relationships and interactions with people. One benefit of accepting semen retention is the inner tranquility that results from this equilibrium. The holistic advantages are in perfect harmony with spirituality and personal growth concepts. By deliberately deciding to keep, we're developing self-control and self-awareness in addition to making a bodily choice. This awareness carries over into all facets of life, promoting more deliberate and healthful living. It encourages development and fits with objectives for bettering oneself, making the trip rewarding and illuminating. Semen retention can also be viewed as a sign of respect and dignity for our bodies. Understanding the importance of the nutrients and energy found in semen motivates us to preserve and make use of them for our health. This viewpoint encourages a healthy relationship with our own body and a closer bond with ourselves. It's a self-care practice that recognizes the complex equilibrium of our bodily systems. It's crucial to approach this activity with a balanced perspective. Even though there are many possible advantages, it's crucial to pay attention to our bodies and recognize our unique needs. Finding the ideal balance is essential since what works for one person may not work for another. It takes time and self-compassion to incorporate semen retention into daily life. Allowing for modifications along the way and guaranteeing that it stays a beneficial and long-lasting habit. Investigating additional beneficial actions becomes possible when semen retention is practiced. Exercise, mindfulness, and meditation can all be incorporated to increase the advantages and promote general wellness. The benefits of retention are enhanced by the synergistic effect of these complementing disciplines, which reinforce beneficial effects on mental clarity, emotional balance, and physical health. Sharing experiences and picking up knowledge from those who are traveling a similar journey can offer encouragement and insightful information. Making connections with a group of people who share your values creates a friendly atmosphere where concepts and tactics can be shared. The journey is made more enjoyable and motivating by this sense of camaraderie, which unites everyone in the pursuit of improved health and personal development. The technique gains depth when one is aware of the science underlying semen retention. The significance of conservation is highlighted by the knowledge that semen includes vital nutrients and substances that promote health. By bridging the gap between traditional practices and contemporary understanding, this information enables us to make well-informed decisions regarding our bodies and well-being, and provides a comprehensive approach to health. Additionally, semen retention might boost confidence and self-worth. One feels empowered and in control of themselves when they are able to manage their impulses. This self-control improves decision-making and personal growth in other spheres of life. This practice naturally leads to feeling more self-assured and driven to pursue goals with tenacity. Additionally, the practice promotes mindfulness in interpersonal connections. Relationships can become more meaningful and gratifying by reorienting the focus from solely sexual fulfillment to deeper emotional connections. Better closeness, understanding, and communication are fostered by this shift, which enhances relationships and fortifies ties with people. It's critical to understand that semen retention involves deliberate energy management and decision rather than suppression. It emphasizes self-awareness and intentionality in a proactive approach to health and well-being. With this viewpoint, the practice is changed from a restricting behavior to a powerful lifestyle option that fits with individual goals and values. Investigating semen retention has been a path of self-discovery and development. It pushes one to become more self-aware, disciplined, and in tune with themselves. The advantages touch on mental, emotional, and even spiritual facets of life in addition to the physical. Adopting this technique provides a holistic strategy for improving well-being and creating a richer life. Life can be significantly impacted by preserving the body's precious semen components. Increased energy, mental clarity, and emotional equilibrium lead to a happier and more satisfying life. We encourage personal growth and support the pursuit of a full, rich life that fulfills our deepest desires by incorporating semen retention into a comprehensive way of living. Are you feeling worn out, uninspired, or trapped in a pattern that is preventing you from moving forward? The answer may be easier than you think, and you're not alone. You can access a wealth of energy and realize your full potential by adopting the techniques we've discussed. Give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, and watch our next video to continue your path to self-mastery if you're prepared to change your life.